So they had this huge house party going on, and this guy named Jordan sees his ex with another guy. Him and his ex broke up like a week ago, so he's wondering to himself how she's moving on so fast. Well, he saw them kiss. Mind you, this couple don't even know that Jordan is looking at him. He's about to let his jealousy get the best of him. So he decides to follow them home. He watched them get in the car, watched them drive off, and he proceeds to drive behind them. But the couple don't even know that he's behind them, driving. So they finally get to that house, and he parked behind some cars a couple of houses away from her house. And he sees them go inside. So he walks up to her house, and then he walks up to her room. Her blinds is wide open. Jordan just looking at them make love. But they're so caught up in an intimate moment that they don't see a guy in a hoodie staring at them. And he watches them patiently the whole entire time. He watches them kiss. He watches them grab each other. He watches them make passionate love. As if they've been talking for a very long time. Jordan is not looking mad. He's not looking happy. He just looked dead on the inside. As he's watching the girl that he loved, who broke up with him, make love with another guy. So when they finished up, he walks away. And that couple don't even know what just happened at all. What? I really think y'all don't realize, but that's scary. That's creepy on a whole nother level. I can only imagine what's about to go on in this girl's life now. These days, it's scary to even date. Jordan decides to text her the next day. How's it going? She said, I'm doing good, thank you. Jordan said, I miss you. No reply back. So he texts her again. Notice that his message is not sending. He's blocked now. He's mad, he's hitting his walls, he's throwing clothes everywhere. He's reacting off of anger now. Now Jordan is obsessive at this point, and he's a bit of temper up there. But he's very smart. I wouldn't recommend nobody doing this, but he watches her every move. What time she leaves, what time she go to work, what time she get off of work, what time she meet that guy, what time they go out, when she goes to sleep, and when she wakes up. He knows everything about her. He watches this girl like a hawk. He knows every single thing that this girl does. She don't have not one clue that she's being watched. Not just a little bit, her every move. Now, how her house is made is, she has a wonderful rich house, but her house is made of glass. So she lives in a great neighborhood, which means she tend to not cover her windows. And for this simple reason, he's easily able to watch her. He's planning something bigger now. He want to go inside her house. He want to get closer to her. He want all of her. Next day, there's another party. He stalks her on social media, so he knows exactly what party she's going to. You know that big mansion house party, everyone bring your own alcohol. It's a lot of parties in this neighborhood. So he goes to this party and he sees her. Eyes on the prize. And he accidentally bump into her. Oh, hi. Her. Hi. I seen that you blocked me. Yeah, that was my new boyfriend. Don't mind him. He gets kind of jealous. He's the jealous type. Oh, you got a new boyfriend. I hope that's going good. It definitely is. I hope everything's going good with you, Jordan. And your grandma, is she's okay? Yeah, she's doing fine. But I miss you. Maybe we could go grab a cup of coffee sometime just to hang out. Just as friends. I don't know if my boyfriend going to be okay with that. Don't worry. It's just a friendly date. Catch up. Friendly date? You mean to tell me she didn't see the signs yet? Catch up? It's only been a week. What you talking about, catch up? Okay. 8 o'clock tomorrow at Benier's coffee shop. So he hugs her with a smile. And mid-hug, he stops smiling. Goes back to look at her in her face with a smile. Say meet you tomorrow at 8. Long story short, she stood him up. She did not go to the coffee shop the next day. Of course, this pissed Jordan off. Later that night, he decided to go to her house once again, but this time he wants to go inside. He tries her back door is unlocked. So he walks in the house and he sneaks in the closet. And he's just looking at her walk past. Before he try anything, he want to make sure the boyfriend is not in the house. He want them two to be alone. And he's just looking at her through this closet. So when she walk past the hallway and make a right, he decides to come out the closet. She goes to lay down. And she don't even know that he's under her bed. He's just gonna wait for her to fall asleep. She watching her Netflix, having a little good time, until she falls asleep. He creeps from under the bed and he's standing over her while she's sleeping. He locks the room door. He walks back up to her. He grabs her. He tie her up. Where do y'all even find these type of people from? I bet 9 out of 10, she probably met him on a dating app, really didn't even get the chance to know who he truly is, and they started dating. Isn't it crazy that somebody would end your own life, and most likely theirs too, just because they couldn't have you? Like, it's so many beautiful females out there that died just because they dated the wrong guy. And he tells her, stop crying, look at me, I did nothing but love you, and you broke up with me just to be with that other guy? What I was doing, that wasn't enough for you? I felt like you betrayed me. I felt like you wasted my time. I felt like you didn't really love me. I felt like you cheated on me. Like you was already with that guy. I seen y'all two at the party. You didn't notice me, but I was watching y'all. It's only been a week, and you already having fun making love to another guy. I watched you out the window. Remember that night? You was in the parking lot, and you was all alone coming from his place? And you was about to leave. You thought you heard something, but you proceeded to get in your car. While you was in that car, I was in your back seat. And I was going to do you something. I was going to do you something that I really didn't want to do you. But I decided not to. The whole time you drove home, you didn't even know I was in the back seat. Listen, I'm not going to force you to love me, but I love you. I do. Look, I promise I'm gonna leave you alone after you answer this question honestly. Do you want him or do you want me? That's the wrong answer. And she screams for help because she knows that this guy's about to do her something. He looks at her. He said, look what you made me do. Pulled out a gun. Looks at her one more time. And he calls 911 to her address. He closed his eyes and he ended his own life. Right in front of her eyes. She's crying. And the cops are on their way. And she told the cops everything from beginning to now. What was so strange about the whole situation, remember they broke up like about a week ago. She never knew she was pregnant. So she tried with her boyfriend, her recent boyfriend that she have, not his kid. Know who kid it was? Jordan's. She didn't even know she was pregnant. But the guy she dated now decided to step up and he gonna be a part of her life and a newborn kid's life that's gonna happen in 9 months. But wait. So the next day, the girl ended up finding a letter from Jordan that he left when he was under the bed. The letter said, Dear Leslie, because that's her name, I just want you to know the love I had for you was very special. I did everything to become the best boyfriend that I possibly could have. I don't know what made you leave me, what made you cheat on me, but I'm not a bad guy. And it's true, sometimes love can get the best of you and it can make you crazy. Because I gave you my all. You the one who I wanted kids with, that I wanted to marry. But I'm writing you this letter to tell you, I'm gonna end my own life in front of your eyes. Just so you can see the pain that I'm feeling. You don't gotta worry. When you read this, it's gonna already be too late. But I promise that nothing will ever happen to you. But I cannot stand to see you with another guy. Just know that I love you. From Jordan. And this makes her completely much sad because, you know, the kid grow up. Guess what story he has to hear?